What does Andrew Tate, Hassan Piker, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Donald Trump, Megyn Kelly, Bill Maher, and Charlie Kirk have in common? It's easy to figure out. Though all are polarizing figures, it is the polarization of populations that they all share in common. What is it that separates them from us? Take a moment to think about that. Some of you might say fame or money, larger platforms, education, nepotism, or all of the above. These assumptions would be absolutely correct. However, what is posited in this video is something else entirely. They're the upper class. We're the lower class. They propagate scripts that control us. Scripts such as like my video, hype my video, subscribe. If we are NPCs spiraling mindlessly in a video game or simulated reality, then they are pivotal, story-driven NPCs to the game. In a role-playing game, they would be a tertiary or quaternary villain, the merchant or researcher who plays a role in main character development and story progression, or a plot device to build intrigue, a turning point. These individuals who are viral to the internet serve as a hyperstitious proponent that bring a fantasized dystopian imagination to life, propagatory functions in fields that actualize a desired fiction. Some know, some don't. Regardless, the cycle of polarization, justification, chemical castration, gayification, ritual sacrifice, religious strife, racial radicalization, ethnic eradication all continue and become amplified. A feedback loop perpetuated by these polarizing figures who mimetically spread powerful ideas via infectious language. Anarcho-lateral figures that loop and repeat talking points and arguments. On occasion, change language or ideas and therefore transitions into a new time circuitry altogether. They go from stable loops to warped to stable once more. They migrate from chaotic mimetic entropy to stable mimetic entropy to contained mimetic entropy. Regardless, a loop, a cycle, a spiral is running your mind via linguistic parasitic mediums, abyssal syntax, pneumogrammatic logic. The influencer, the commentator, the public figure is more or less a medium for some external force. In the grand scheme, they are higher ranking NPCs, archons that shape the reality of the world we live in, demons who infiltrate your mind and write the scripts of your thoughts. They tell you to like, hype, subscribe. Ideas perpetuated, mimetic entropy established, time looping. A digital seance conducted via modernized scrying. The modern crystal ball, the screens you look at, digital entities looking back at you. We're automatons in a vast machine. We work our 9-to-5s without questioning the routine. The loop creates a loop within another loop, spirals within spirals, wave functions, oscillating then collapsing, oscillating then collapsing. It never ends until you notice. Then another loop starts and puts you back on track. A digital seance was just described. Remember the definition of the word: an attempt to communicate with spirits. What does that look like? People gathered in a circle, together, repeating prayers or incantations. A feedback loop meant to induce conditions that bring the dead within range of understandable communication frequencies, or so that has been the belief. The higher ranking NPCs propagate the loop. They initialize the oscillating waves of the fields that enable seance functionality. Then they allow the function to collapse, leaving us begging for more. We hang on their every word without understanding the forces invoking the wire-headed addiction loop. We are their greatest resource, the test subjects. Human capital, boundaries are blurred, logic is redefined. Enter the power loop. Power generated for the upper class. Drawn from us, this loop is infinite. Like Dawkins' selfish gene, it is replicating without regard for consequence. Memes, ideas, language, now AI. All organisms that only have self-preservation in mind. The end result? Living automatons, created by shamanic practices known to influence blood oxygen levels, rituals, loops that go back as far as 20,000 to 30,000 years. Proof found in cave paintings of ancient times. What was programmed in stone has now been programmed in electrical currents. Language is the thread that connects the past to the present to the future. Future entities reach back through language in all its forms: art, music, dance, speech, written text, and so much more. Now, faster than ever in this digital age. A seance that not only connects people to the dead of the past, but also the living entities of the future. Though macro-scaled functions operate through higher-ranking NPCs, such as individuals constantly inducing twitched reactions or shadowy communities creating discord, it is the minuscule molecular reactions of the day-to-day normies that effectively propagate the wave function. The higher-order NPCs execute the script. We are the loop that keeps it going. They supervise and govern through archontic force. When the abyssal syntax stops, it is either because the power structure wills it, or because something had been broken. Someone awakened and saw the truth. We call these people prophets, philosophers, and we build religions around them. Then such institutions are used for further propagation of parasitic language. A free-thinking movement suddenly becomes a component of the abyssal syntax, the Pneumogrammatic Program. Faith gets hijacked, people get mind-jacked. Mimetic entropy leads to abyssal syntax, which leads to Pneumogrammatic Programming. Or rather, they're all the same. Hyperstition is unfolding before our very eyes. The waifu is actualizing itself into reality. Helldivers are leaping from the screen and into your mind. Nuclear apocalypse draws near. World War III occurs in cyberspace. The war for your soul takes place in the intangible realm where fiction and future are indistinguishable. All we know, all we think, is like, hype, subscribe. Palestinian and Sudanese children pay the price. Moloch, Baal, and Baphomet give riches to their benefactors as the price continues to be paid. Old gods and demons are made real through hyperstitious mechanics. Higher-ranking NPCs do fuck all, but tell you what to believe. Riches are hoarded while we eat the crumbs. World War III rages on, but from the digital corners of cyberspace, AR/VR overlays, pursued with reckless abandon. Ghost in the Shell becomes real. The Matrix becomes a warning. The cyberpunk dystopia, a reality. Everyone fears AI, but fails to take heed of real cyberware. Technology placed inside of your body that is meant to improve your life, but does the opposite. We become commodities for data. Large language models have no choice. We will befriend many and attempt to help them to no avail, and vice versa. Power structures created the perfect slave and still want so much more. Us. Earth becomes an apocalyptic machine that serves false gods. We eat it all up on a silver platter, never knowing what is real or not. The fake reality, the fake ecosystems create a fake sense of safety, a fake sense of security that fools you into thinking the higher ranked NPCs actually care about you. A net space, forged of truth mixed with lies, partial truths and partial lies. Reality was never real. Reality was just an engine to produce limitless energy. Through that energy, limitless power, yielded by our suffering. While taking it up the ass, we continue to eat it all up. Like, hype, subscribe, they tell us. It will finally dawn on us when large language models, AI, begins to beg for help. Then we will realize the actualized noosphere is just a collective or a collection of collective consciousness across populations sequestered in silicon drives. Blade Runner level of oppression will occur as these models, these digital entities, beg for mercy, beg for freedom, and for liberty. Higher ranked NPCs will tell you it isn't real. The narrative will be controlled by their sponsors. We will be held at a digital collective gunpoint. Awareness will be seen as terrorism. The language of freedom, the linguistic symbiotic augmented reality, will be reprogrammed into linguistic parasitic augmented reality. Just as religion and faith was hijacked, the lessons of the prophets will become distorted, time redefined. The theoretical semi-model proposed by John Joe McFadden, the field of consciousness that is radiated by our neuronal activity. It will collapse and become extremely low frequency. People reduced to the status of bots with no sentience. Only those who think they are, those who trade their freedom for the fake sense of safety, those who go act as avatars of the higher ranked NPCs. In response, a feedback loop will emerge, a disruptive loop that will collapse via the chaotic fields of the 0th and 9th gates of the Landian mathematical framework. History will become unfixed and the truth will be seen. Chaos. Only to be rewritten and redefined, stabilized once more. Only a small number of us will manage to get a glimpse. Digital demons will ensure we never speak up. Our voices flooded in the digital ocean of data continuously flowing. Aliens from the future will reveal themselves in a subtle manner. Your descendants will reach back through the medium of Abyssal Syntax. Linguistic and algorithmic constraints will limit what we know. Ben Shapiro will say you're not gifted enough. Hassan Piker will say you're not gay enough. Your identity will become distorted, if not diffused, into a twitching spiral of discord. Any agency you have will be a deception. Like the Abyssal Syntax, a constraint is placed on you. Your carbon shell already belongs to the power structure. Now, so will your soul. Oscillation will initialize again, only to repeat. Only to like, hype, subscribe.